All right, I think we're ready. Let's go ahead and get started here. I love the infinite screen effect when you point a camera at a screen for sure. So good evening, everybody, and welcome to the UARC in-person meeting. Tonight's topic is going to be on field day. We're all pretty excited about that, and we're definitely going to be spending the rest of the evening talking about that. But let's go run through the regular rigmarole and get this meeting kicked off. So do we have anybody here that's new to the meeting or may have had a license upgrade recently? Yes, sir. I did recognize a new face here. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Okay. John Kitchens, NS6X. I have a class that I'm taking down the street, so I went to the ARRL website, found the club, and went to here at the meeting tonight.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. This is a really fun club, and you're going to love being here for sure. I'm going to learn some lessons from Marvin and not get my exercise in, running up and down the stairs too terribly much. But as far as classes, there's nothing currently going on that I'm aware of, and I will explain that just a little bit later. But let's go ahead and run back up the stairs here to Rick. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what you have here in the bookstore?
Well, other than the here every month stuff, we have a stack of about 6, 5, something like that, used titles from the club library that we are, per a board decision last month, disembodying, as it were. So these books, some have a UARC library label on them, some do not. And I figure most of them do have a price marked on them. So if we figure half whatever the price is, figuring most of these are out of print, so you're not going to be able to find a better price on Amazon in all likelihood. And of course, if you need a hat, still $10. No inflation on those.
Thank you very much, Rick. One more thing before you go, though. The reason that our club does book selling is people can get a little bit of a discount on shipping and stuff like that, and it helps out the club. We get a little bit of a kickback. Apart from being here at the meetings here, is there any way that we can contact you maybe to get a hold of some of these items?
Well, the information is on the website. My email address and phone number are there. Text is better. If you have something that you want that is not here, let me know, and you get a 10% discount. And of course, all of this is paid with free shipping and no sales tax. State gets its money directly from the club, not you individually.
Appreciate that. There are so many things up here. There's a copy of FCC Part 97, computers and amateur radio. I need to step away from this thing before I empty out my pocketbook here, but oh, okay. Perfect. So, yeah, if you're ready, all right, here we go.
For those of you who are not aware, the ARRL has a ham radio station at their headquarters in Connecticut, which has the call sign W1AW. ARRL provides sections the opportunity to host W1AW. In our case, it would be /7. And you can host, you can actually be W1AW from your house or your car or wherever. And our opportunity to be that host for W1AW is coming up again, I believe, in July. And Ted Cowan in Sandy. NA7C is the guy to contact. He will get you access to the calendar, which allows you to pick a time slot, mode, frequency. You get to choose whether you're running CW on 40, sideband on 20, FT8 on 10, whatever you want to do, you can run as W1AW/7. I did it, I think it was January. And and I can tell you that the schedule was pretty wide open. So if you want to sign up, you only have to sign up for 1 hour slots at a time. So it's not like you have to commit to a whole day or a whole weekend. But if that interests you, contact Ted, NA7C. If you need his contact information, let me know.
Hey Scott, I got a question on that.
Yes, sure.
What's the significance of that?
It's just cool. It's neat to be W1AW. So that's the significance.
And it was Percy Maxim's call sign, who was the founder of
ARRL.
ARRL, and then also, for that matter, the international RRL. So.
There you go. Thank you, James.
All right, appreciate it. So let's get back down here. I don't think I need to run around anywhere just yet, but yeah, I think that's about it for the normal stuff. But other than that, yeah, field day. It's exciting. Definitely I am always excited about field day, but it's been a really busy week and a lot of stuff has happened recently. The first notable thing I want to talk about real quick before we continue is we lost a good friend, a ham, Ray Smith, KK7LAT. He was a member of the club and actually got his spotlight in the Microvolt and got his own article. He was a really great ham and had a lot of fun talking with him every week, especially on the Crossroads net and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and take a second or two to remember Ray, and yeah, he definitely for sure will be missed. All right. Other than that, last piece of news. I kind of skipped out on classes a little bit, saying that there isn't any that I know of right now at the moment. And yeah, for sure, that is for sure the case. Right now I'm not doing any Zoom classes, and we're having trouble with Crossroads and their repeaters. A little around noon, I got a message from the lead engineer, chief engineer for Salt Lake City Emergency Management, and they discontinued and temporarily suspended the Crossroads repeaters. So the Crossroads repeaters have been disabled, and they are not currently active due to some other internal issues and stuff like that that we need to work out with them. So a temporary repeater is set up, and the 448.525 is running on a temporary backup repeater. Other than that, let's go ahead and move on to UARC Field Day. So we're just about set to go. We're pretty excited, and we're getting ready for the event. A little more, a little less than 2 weeks from now. So we've got most of the slots covered. So we'll talk a little bit about coordinating and getting field day set up and how to get there. But now I'd like to turn the time over to Mike, KI7MTI. Feel free to go ahead with your presentation. Would you like a wireless mic, Mike? Would Mike like a wireless mic? Okay. Give me a second. We're going to go dead here on YouTube, and we'll have audio here in a sec. Nope, it looks like we're on wired mic tonight. Feel free to go ahead, Mike.
Okay, you want to go ahead and. All right. The first ARRL Field Day was held on June 10th and 11th, 1933. That year, F.E. Handy, W1DI, serving as American Radio Relay League Communications Manager, came up with the idea of International Field Day to evaluate field operations and bolster emergency readiness within the burgeoning amateur radio community. Andy's vision, detailed in the ARRL's QST magazine, aimed to simulate real-world crisis scenarios by compelling operators to deploy equipment in austere conditions, thereby testing the reliability of amateur radio networks for public service and disaster response. A core tenet of the early event was self-sufficiency, mandating that all power derived from non-commercial sources such as batteries and hand-cranked generators. That would be fun today, wouldn't it? Explicitly prohibiting reliance on grid electricity to replicate emergency scenarios where utilities fail. The first field day was an absolute hit among the ham radio community. The winner of the contest was W4PAW, which scored 1,876 points. The September 1933 QST magazine reported that the team, located at Indian Rocks Beach, Florida, and consisting of 6 operators, were on the air for the full 27 hours. The W9ZZAW team, and that is the call sign, it's not a mistake, W9ZZAL team of Central Illinois Indian Radio Club came in second place. Canadian Ham's VE3JT and VE3GT located their station 50 miles from Toronto and used a 71A and Utah car pack. And I don't know what a Utah car pack is, and I could not find any information in my research on that, so I'll keep looking. QST reported, in spite of the sudden gale and YLQRM, it was a successful location. And you know, those pesky YLs, they just get in the way all the time, don't they? Don't any of the YLs here throw anything at me, please. ARRL Field Day proved to be so popular that in 1936, there was a second field day in August. When did UARC first participate in Field Day? Well, our first participation in Field Day, the UARC was UARC began as a club in 1927, so we assumed that they were around for the first field day. But there was no information that I could find in QST magazine about any participation by UARC. Of course, we did not have the call sign we have today, which is W7SP. Is that correct? W7SP. We were in the, at that time, the Intermountain West was in the 6th district rather than the 7th that we're in today. In 2002, Alan Saybolt, Ian70I, wrote a history of the UARC for the club's 75th anniversary. However, there's no information about the club's participation in Field Day other than his mention of the different places that the Field Day had been held, and that was the old Salt Air Grounds, Wolf Creek Pass Summit, Cardiff Fork in Big Cottonwood Canyon, East Canyon, Cascade Springs, Daniels Canyon, Monte Crystal, and Payson Lakes. The club may have the minutes of the meetings. There was some reference to that, but I have no idea where they are. They might be in storage in the shed. We've got a number of things in storage. And being that in next year that our club will be celebrating its 100th anniversary, we probably should try to dig that out and put together a 100th anniversary commemoration. A lot has changed since those first field days. As you can see on the right, we have the team, one team from the first field day, and over on the left, what we have today. Big difference. Some of the tasks that the club needs help with include towing the cow and the calf to the site, bringing boxes that contain the radios, the cables, all of the other items, tents, other supplies from the shed to the site, assembling beams and dipole antennas. Tent setup, networking between the tents, sorting ropes, lights, cords, and coax, assembly beams, and raising the towers on the cow and the calf. Here you see a team of 5 that are assembling a tent. You've got the 3 that are actually doing the work and the 2 discussing it. I'll be one of the 2 that are discussing it. Also, what we have is we have our chef, KF7OZK, Bruce, that provides the protein for the potluck that we have. And members are expected or hoped that they will bring something for the potluck. And that's always been a great success. People really enjoy that. Oh, yes, okay. Yeah, there is a sign-up sheet for the potluck on the UARC website. If you click on the field day on the front page as you get on the website, there should be a little blue button that you push on that will get you to the sign-up sheet. So please.
We'll have it on the main page this evening, too.
Good. Thank you. Yeah, we'll have it on the main page. That is important. Did I forget anything, James?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot to field day. You pretty much hit the hammer on the nail, so to speak. The only thing that we're forgetting is people. We're putting on field day for our club members here, and we need you to be there. We need you to be there to participate and get on the radio. One of the most important things, apart from getting fresh bodies into the tents to relieve other operators when they get tired or their voice gets weak from calling out CQ for hours and hours on end, we need people that would like to operate late into the night. So if you're a night owl and you want to do CW, do you want to do digital, or you just want to make some voice contacts and you're willing to stay up late, that'll score us some extra points. Currently, we're scoring a little over 200, 250, I believe, each year. So if we can get a few more people to actually stay in the tents and actually operate during the night shift, that's going to be one of the major factors in the score. But there's definitely a lot more to it. Back over to you, Mike.
Oh, thank you, James. I found this photograph of this lady amateur radio operator. I think she's a YL, one of those pesky YLs, operating outdoors at field day in 1946. And on the left side, we have our own Linda Reeder N7 HVF at the controls of single sideband in one of the tents. Yep. And believe me, that I don't think that they are pesky YLs, but that's what was in the early report, so I just left that in. Yeah. And that's all, folks, and we hope to see you all at field day.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, one of the things that Jerry had mentioned for sure is we do have our portable towers, our 80-foot and our 40-foot tower. And we actually do some of the coolest stuff in the country. I mean, take, for example, the Utah Web SDR that Clint and Gary and quite a few other people have set up. Utah is actually one of the best seats of knowledge for ham radio, and the Utah Amateur Radio Club just has so many talented people. So if you want to learn something new, feel free to come on down to field day. We'll show you how things are set up, and we'll show you how exactly we put these towers up, and we'll show you the beams and dipoles. I mean, we may not offer a world-class dinner like some other clubs do for field day, especially some of those rich ones on the East Coast, but you know what? That's your own fault. You need to be there, and you need to bring something to the potluck to help substitute that. But definitely, for sure, come down, learn something, and figure out how some of this stuff works. Why do we need a 4-to-1 balun on a 102-foot random wire antenna with twin lead or antenna line, our ladder line? There's definitely a lot of stuff that you can learn and figure out how we set things up, why we do things the way we do, and we'll tell you the do's and don'ts and the ins and outs of all this stuff. But as far as planning and stuff like that, we definitely are going to be at Payson Lakes again. So we're going to be directly across the street. There's a big open field. You follow a little dirt road directly across the street from the Payson Lakes Guard Station. So whenever you're able to, come up. Several individuals like Mike and a few others are going to come up a little earlier in the week. They're going to come up a little earlier in the week, the last full weekend of the month, which I believe is the 27th, 26th, 27th. Yeah, so you're going to be up there Monday-ish, Mike?
I'm going to probably be up there Wednesday. I'll probably be up there Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, Yeah, we have the site there, so come up as early as you want and enjoy Payson Lakes and the nice campground and get set up and relax and just come up as early as you want, or if you want to just come up for the day of field day on Saturday or whatever you'd like to do, just feel free to just be there and enjoy yourself. Yeah, so the campground's just a little below, but we're just a little above. We're across the street from the Payson Lakes Guard Station. Yep, easy enough. Just put in your Google Maps guard station, and yeah, you should be fine. Payson Lakes Guard Station. Go ahead, Dalen. Absolutely. Absolutely, for sure. It's high up there, so yeah, just be sure that you're prepared and you come prepared. Bring your own food and water. We're only going to be providing one meal for you, and we're just trying to keep the operators fed while they're operating in the tents. So bring enough food and water. It does get really cold at night, really warm during the day. So make sure you bring bug spray, sunscreen, whatever you think that you need, and just make sure that you are fully prepared. And that is what field day is all about. We're operating portable for 24 hours, so bring everything that you need for sure. Either way, yeah, dinner will be ready at some point. Oh, let's see. Okay, so other than that, we definitely do have a few tasks and things that do need to get done at field day for setting stuff up. Like I said, field day's all about all of you club members. It's not necessarily about any one of us in any individual. 1800 for dinner. 6 p.m. All right, so fair enough. Yeah, somewhere around in there we'll have food prepared by our master chef. But uh, anyways, like I was saying before, we definitely have a lot of jobs that do need done setting up field day, and we're happy to do it for you. Most of the time, it's just board members doing this stuff, but we need more volunteers, and I'm really happy this year a lot of you have actually stepped up to the plate and helped out a little bit. We've had 6 volunteers so far. Get this, we have 6 people that are actually putting on field day and getting field day ready and set up for the entire club. I've sent out over 430 emails, and I've only gotten 6 people to respond and step up to the plate. If you really want this, you really do need to help out, and if you want our club to survive, you really need to be there for field day and actually help us and participate and actually be a member of the club. you'd like to, feel free to go ahead and go for it.
Hey, Adam KK7NJJ here, president of UARC. That still sounds ridiculous to say. The last 2 or 3 years, I've ran field day for the club, and like James was saying, and like Jerry was just mentioning, there's a lot of clubs that are stopping doing field day because it is just the board showing up. We need warm bodies. You don't need to know everything about ham radio. You just need to fog a glass. We can use your help. We absolutely can. If you want stuff to survive, if you want us to continue doing events, we need your help. This year, myself, I'm going to be up probably Saturday night for the overnight shift. The previous years, I've taken a week off work and ran a lot of it myself. I've gotten all the equipment out of the shed. We need help. We just need bodies. As Jerry was saying, the Davis County Club has, for the past few years, had a very similar case where just the board has been showing up and a handful of others. They decided and announced this year that they are not continuing field day because of that, because they have not had the attendance. There's a number of other clubs that have canceled field day for the same reason and just not made it as public, but the Davis County Club has made it very public. They are not continuing field day due to attendance. Yeah. Yeah, we have plenty of people show up to operate. We can always use more. We have the stations for it. We desperately need, and correct me if I'm wrong, James, Friday we need help setting up from noon on. Is it still a 24-hour setup? Thank you. I haven't reviewed the rules this year, so thank you. So at noon Friday, we'll start setting up. Operations are from Saturday at noon to Sunday at noon, and then we desperately need help Sunday for tear down and getting everything back down the mountain. It is up at Payson Lakes. It is a bit of a hike, but we desperately need your help. If you have feedback for us, if you have questions, please reach out to myself or any of the other board members. James absolutely is the point of contact as field day coordinator. Our information's on the website. Let us know what we need to do. Let us know how we can improve the club for you and how we can do more events together. Let's be out. Let's be radioactive, not to be too corny, but there it is. Sorry, thank you, James.
Thanks, Adam. I definitely do appreciate it. So, yeah, let's get out there and let's do field day. We have 6 people setting it up, so it's going to be a lot of work. But if you're able to show up and help out Saturday, set things up at the last minute, or maybe do a few things Friday afternoon, then by all means, feel free, come on down, learn something about amateur radio and how to, gosh, we'll even tell you how to build an antenna from scratch. It is just so fun to get a new person there and tell them exactly how amateur radio works and how you guys can actually do all of this stuff on your own and set up your own portable station. That is absolutely true. We definitely do have a lot of operators there that are very skilled contesters, and apart from teaching you how to set up the radio, we're going to teach you how to actually make contacts on the radio and how to properly talk and how to exchange contact information. So it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be a lot of fun. But let's get back to the 6 people. And let's get back to some of the tasks here. I'm going to go over them really quick. So I'm going to have to move over here where I have a desk and actually have something to work with. So the 6 people here that have actually signed up for UARC Field Day to actually assist, the ones that want to be known, are myself and Spencer Ellis, KM7BLA. He's going to be pulling the calf trailer up there to the site, and he's more than happy to work out things and wants to help with HF antennas and learn a little bit more about them. Don Rollins, N7YUQ, is actually going to be pulling the cow up there. So that's going to be really great, and he's always a helpful hand there at the site, and it's just amazing to have him there. He's a really fun guy to work with for sure. Mike McCanch, KI7MTI, is going to be there with us. He's going to actually arrive a little early and hold down the fort and make sure nobody steals the spot for the calf and the cow. But Mike as well has volunteered to be our safety officer this year. So Mike's going to help us stay safe and set up the equipment. Bruce Faraday on KF7OZK is going to be our master chef again this year, which is going to be really nice. And KM7BVW, John Hobb, he's going to be there. He's going to be our resident gopher. So he's going to run around and we're going to tell him, hold this, or go to this box, or take this box over there. So we only have one gopher here so far signed up, but definitely we should take a minute and congratulate these people for helping us. These are the people that we're relying on so far to do field day. So. At least another 6. Gosh. There's definitely a lot to do. We'll have these sign-up sheets on the UARC website on the main page, so feel free to go ahead and sign up if you want. And if you want to, sign up here tonight on the sheet, and we'll go ahead and add you to the docs there. Apart from that, dinner is really disappointing so far this year. So far, we only have me signed up. I'm bringing bratwurst, and Bruce is bringing the protein, chicken, more bratwurst, hamburgers, buns, ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise. If you want more than that, feel free to bring something. Yeah, so I'm going to have to get that set up this evening on the main page. So the potluck sign-up sheet will be on the main page, along with the sign-up sheet to actually volunteer for UARC Field Day. So make sure you take a look at that. We just want to know who's coming and what to cook for sure. But other than that, I think it pretty much covers it. All you have to do is just show up and get there when you can. Punch in the Payson Lakes Guard Station into Google Maps, hang a left, and you're pretty much there. So again, bring enough food for you and water, and make sure that you have everything that you need. And I think that pretty much covers it. So if you're able to lend a hand, that would be great. Let us know by signing up on the sheet, or if you're there Friday or Saturday, feel free to come on down and look at the calf and cow and help us set things up. So I think that pretty much covers it. Is there anything else that I'm missing so far? Or?
What exactly are we doing then?
Oh, goodness gracious.
And are we running 3 or 4?
Oh, so we're running a 3 alpha. So this year we're going to be running the 3 operating tents, and we're going to be operating 3 alpha Utah, 3 alpha UT. So that's going to be our designator this year. So we're going to be running the 3 tents. We're going to have the 40-meter tent, the 20-meter tent, and then the CW tent operating. But the CW tent is really flexible, so we can switch back and forth between digital or voice or whatever band that we do choose to operate on. So it just depends on the mood of the operators there. So if you want to do something, let's go ahead and change over, and we'll go ahead and do it. So yep, we're just going to be having 3 tents there. But yeah, the traditional exchange will be the same. CQ, Whiskey Sierra, 7 Sierra Papa, CQ Field Day. And yeah, we're just going to have 3 Alpha Utah, 3 Alpha Uniform Tango as our exchange there. So yeah, if you want to learn some of these other digital modes or CW, or try any band that you would like, our tents are definitely flexible. But yeah, mostly 20 meters, 40 meters, and some CW, unless we switch over the CW tent to some other band for voice communication. Anything else I'm forgetting? Yes. We do have a 7th set of volunteers that actually did volunteer for operating our GOTA station and information table. So get on the air station. So our get on the air station and information table is going to be for the general public to come up and just ask, what are you guys doing here? Why do you have two? I've heard this. You wouldn't believe how many years I've heard this. Why do you guys have two cell phone towers set up, and why is my cell phone coverage not any better? You would not believe how often I've heard that, especially people talking around the campfire. But yeah, yeah, the information booth is going to be there to explain what amateur radio is, and yeah, the Get on the Air station's a little fourth bonus station that we get to have, and we get to log contacts there and hopefully get people to try out ham radio for the first time. So that'll be a lot of fun. So yes, I forgot about that. I apologize. My pen's still in my back pocket, but thank you to the Brewer family for setting up our information and GOTA station. I think that pretty much covers it. The other thing I need to mention too, I need to give credit where credit is due. There's been a lot of really important people that have actually put on UARC Field Day, helped set it up, helped develop it, and work out the kinks and kind of our system that we use every year. Gordon Smith, Gary Crum, quite a few other people, but especially Clinton Turner. Just amazing people, and Clint's always there every year. And gosh, that guy is just all over the place like Speedy Gonzalez. He's attaching the rotor to the mast and doing just a bunch of amazing things, starting up the generator, and he's just all over the place all the time throughout Field Day. So I don't know what we would do without him. So yeah, definitely Clint, you are very much appreciated at UARC Field Day, and thank you for everything that you do, and hopefully we'll be able to have a few more years of that for sure. I think that pretty much covers it. Do we have anything else that we need to go over for Field Day? Or yes, yes, Chuck especially. Chuck's our beam guru for sure. He'll be there. Does anybody have any questions about Field Day? How we set things up, or what we do, or how we operate? Or I think we should be good. So far, I don't think anybody's responded on YouTube. Oh, we got a few responses. Let me see if I can brighten up the screen here. Yeah, we've got a few people that have actually responded on YouTube chat saying that they would like to be there and help set up. So we've got a few people listening tonight, so that's good. Yes, email me. Email me. Let me know you're going to be there. I want to meet you in person, and I personally want to shake your hand and put you to work. So shoot me an email at KK7AVS, that's Kilo 7 Alpha Victor Sierra @gmail.com. But we will have the sign-up sheets for help and the potluck on the main page of the website this evening. But this should be fairly straightforward and easy, and it should be a smooth Field Day. So I'm really excited, and I can't wait to see you there. All right, for sure. Yep.
Very much. Thank you again, James. James has really stepped in. It was kind of last minute. So just a reminder for everybody, absolutely call to action. Please reach out to us about Field Day. We want to see you. It's an amazing time. My very first Field Day with UARC, I made several hundred contacts on the overnight. It is the time to work. It's a great time. You knock the dust off your skills or build new soft skills and learn how to really, truly be heard on the radio. Not just transmit, but be heard. So reminders, we've got our steak fry coming up. It's going to be at Murray Park, Pavilion number 1. And I can't see the date. My eyes are blurry. It's Saturday, 18th of July. $15 sign up on our website. Please go ahead and sign up, and we look forward to seeing you there. Just a reminder, we won't have a meeting in July or August in person, but starting back in September, we have the meeting before the meeting at 5:30 at the Other Place restaurant. It's a great time to make a face-to-face QSO, and we're all there. Anybody have any questions, comments, concerns, funny anecdotes before we close up? Don, you got me excited. I thought you were raising your hand. I want to get you on the mic. Come on. Thank you again, James, Mike. We look forward to seeing everybody at Field Day, and have a great one. We'll see you on the air.
One last thing here, we've got tickets to do. So we've one of the benefits to coming to the meeting, we've got some fabulous door prizes here. Prizes worth hundreds of pennies. Yes, there are going to be radios starting in September. All right, so here's our beautiful set of prizes here. We can't wait to see who wins them. Yeah, so we've got 5 prizes here. So, Linda, feel free to go ahead and do those. Other than that, the only other thing I can think of for Field Day is we're looking for a cameraman that wants to document stuff. So, yeah, if you're interested in holding a camera and documenting setup and tear down, that would be really neat for sure. All right, so let's see, who do we got? Who are our lucky winners?
We got 6 tickets. I'm going to do this one more time. We have 6 tickets. Go ahead and pull 5.
Okay. All right, first up is N7OVG. Come claim your prize. K7DWP. KI7MTI. KC7DGN. And forgive me, 87YSW, I believe. Or KD7YSU. So I do apologize if there's nobody here by that. I apologize, I can't quite read it too terribly well. YS. Oh, the last numbers. Ooh, 103. 103. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for coming tonight. I definitely do appreciate that. Those on YouTube watching, please come to UARC Field Day. Please sign up. Please help us out. And just remember that you are a part of the Utah Amateur Radio Club, and UARC is Utah's club. So definitely do appreciate your participation, and let's go have some fun for Field Day this year. So 73, KK7AVS.